Yeah, you did.
Boom, boom, boom. I had us on the screen instead of having the logo. I might have to delete all this video shit.
WFBS 981 Fuego Beach Radio.
Yo, 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 we are back. This is Stay to the Point Radio on WFBS 981 Duel.com. Yo, make sure you check out Duel.com, which is DEWOH.com. That's where you get all the latest podcasting from comic books to sci-fi to music to entertainment to sports and to us, the What the Fuego Squad, the team where we talk and we rant about dumb shit that people do, ignorance that people do, and maybe even things that we do that we spaz out on. So that's the What the Fuego segment. You definitely want to check us out. We are going to have that at the end of the joint. Oh, shit. And I'm streaming. My bad. Fuck it. We're going to stream this. Nah, because I'm recording. Yeah, it should record and stream at the same time. Yo, we streaming the second service of this shit, bro. Okay? I'm just letting you know we online. We live as well at the same damn time.
Where's the link? Can you put?
Oh, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. We're on YouTube. Link. So by accident, I pressed stream instead of recording, but either or is cool. We just gotta keep it going. Whatever. Yo, this is Stay to the Point Radio, and we are gonna be talking about and reviewing. Not really reviewing. I'm just want to put my opinion on different albums. It's been a hell of a album week these past 2 weeks. I've been, there's been a lot of bullshit. I mean, for years, there's been a lot of bullshit ass music. You have your littles, you have your little Uzis, your Yachties, your Rez, your Pick Your Boogers, and your Blue Red Men or the Colorful Hair Guy. All these different garbage people that are very, 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 very trash. But this is music nowadays. I can't knock it. Get your hustle, do your thing. Can't listen to it, but it's there. But these past few albums, though, T.I., Dime Trap, crazy. One of my favorites. T.I. came with some. I gotta put the top 3 album that he done, hands down. I don't know if you checked it out, Fue, but this
I ain't checked.
you need to check out. Yo, T.I. is on his smooth tip, and he had Dave Chappelle doing skits for him. Him and Dave Chappelle are real good friends. And he brought him to the studio, and he told a story on an interview that he told Dave Chappelle to come through, check it out, see, to just listen to some music, listen to the album. And he, throughout the time, he's recording him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told him, of course. And he was pretty much bringing it out, like, how he felt about the album, which is really dope. And Dave Chappelle is one of the funniest people I ever heard. Like, next to Kevin, and we already know that's the beef that's going on with Kevin and Mike Epps. That's
next to the wrestling buddies.
Yeah, they right next to the wrestling buddies. You know what I'm saying, with eBay chains on. But I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm just playing. Yo, but T.I. album is really, really fire, man. If y'all have not checked that out, make sure y'all check that out. T.I. brought his smooth, like, I'm serious, trap music, underground legend type T.I. with an older 444 type swag to it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't surprise me, right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't surprise me that Dave, you know what I'm saying, on the Jada, that, or Stage Styles P, or if Sheik Luch come, or Meth. None of that surprises me.
Right.
Well, what would surprise me is some of you new dudes will come out with some shit instead of some good stuff instead of sounding like the Migos and sounding all like each other. Do something dope and original. And if you're 35 years old, do something for 35-year-olds. Stop acting like you're 15. Okay, it's not gonna happen.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. I mean, like I said, I caught a track or two because now I did catch a track. I didn't catch the whole album from T.I., but it was dope, and I wasn't surprised.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Was surprised about Dave? Yes.
Why?
But wasn't surprised that it was dope. No, because I didn't think the two was gonna get together. I was surprised at that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't surprised at the fact that it was dope. But I was surprised, like, oh shit, they got together. Like it was like a good surprise, not like a man, why'd you do that?
And that what he's Fuega's talking about is Beloved. That album right there has to be top 2 of my favorite albums this year. Styles P and Dave East made a album called Beloved, and Beloved is the actually the definition of David. The name David is Beloved. So that's how they came up with the whole album title. But the joint is fire. It brought back the New York flavor that I was missing. That I was truly missing. Like it was just, and then the combination of their back and forth, bro. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this, that it's better than Fab and Jadakiss collaboration. Like real talk. And it's not for punchlines, not for wordplay, because obviously Jada and Fab is one of the greatest punchlines, wordplay rappers I ever heard. One of the most, right? What I'm talking about is the cadence, the delivery, the tracks, the beats were perfectly placed for these two guys to go in on. Dave East has a street mentality swag to him. Styles P has a street mentality swag to him as well. But then you have an old school versus a new school flavor to the joint.
Well, that's probably why. Because if you realize Kiss and Fab, same era.
Yeah.
They're the same era. Few years apart, but they came up together in that. So that's why you would have that. Now, obviously, you hate going against the grain and saying, oh, well, but Dave East is dope, like dope, period. You know what I'm saying? Fact. Now, he's the only reason why I kind of don't really get on Kevin Durant as much as I should, because Kevin Durant's behind a lot of his music. If you didn't know, if nobody knew, because they went to college together. They played ball together. You know that, right? You knew that.
I knew they played ball together.
I knew you knew that. When I say you, I mean the public. Did y'all know that? You know what I'm saying? So Kevin Durant, I'm not saying he makes the music like that, but he does. I heard he gets in the lab a little bit, but I'm talking about he throws that bread at it to allow this shit to happen. He helps push that dude.
Right.
Like he talked about it on a couple of documentaries and all of that. That's his man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's what it is. So having that behind you. And I'll tell y'all dudes coming up, sports and music, if y'all come up in sports and hip hop, you got to get the best athlete and the athlete got to get the best MC. That blending together is dope. Because trust me, you need to have something outside of basketball or football or whatever. Same thing on the other side. You want to grab those two crowds.
Only thing, not to interrupt, bro. The only thing is when the athlete tries to be a rapper. Now, this refers back. I don't know if we said it.
But go ahead, finish.
Yeah. This. I don't know if we spoke on another show, but did you see the LeBron featuring KD rap?
I'm not doing this show no more. I don't want to talk about that. I didn't say nothing about LeBron. You notice that I didn't even mention LeBron or KD in the same sentence together.
You did mention KD, and that's an attachment to LeBron. That is an attachment to LeBron.
For that reason alone.
You started it. No, you started this shit. Because at the end of the day, you mentioned music. You mentioned a rapper. You mentioned KD. Which brings me back to round. What?
I ain't mentioned LeBron.
That's an attachment.
I ain't mentioned. So, no, and my point is not rapping. I didn't ask them to rap. Even though they sound better than other rappers. I mean, other athletes that was rapping. I'm not saying that, because even Tony Parker had a track. It's in French, but he had a track, right? Chris Webber, he had that joint. I'm just saying though, I'm not condoning that rapping. I'm saying you need to get together because you want that crowd. So you want to open up for them at the All-Star game, Dave. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that is what I'm talking about. I don't mean dope. They need to be on the track together rapping,
right?
But you should have one. Y'all should be on the same string, supporting each other, and you want that.
But do you think they're gonna give Dave a chance though? And this is why I say this.
For the NBA, yeah, because the NBA is different now, right? NFL, maybe not, because he's not Pop. Look who they have had on there recently on the NBA shit. You can't even name them.
No, mention.
You can't even name them. Because some of them are no names.
Okay, but wait.
I do.
I'll tell you who they put on in the playoffs. They put on Kendrick Lamar.
I'm talking about All-Star game. Look back at some of those dudes. I'm not talking about the fan. I'm talking about the cats. There was a band. Never heard of them before.
What we talking about? We talking NFL, talking NBA.
Oh no, I'm talking about NBA. I'm speaking about KD and Dave's relationship. Because right now the NBA is catered more to hip hop than the NFL, even though the NFL.
Oh yeah. I say that, but they're not gonna put you on the stage. They're not gonna put hip hop on the stage.
I'm not saying they definitely will, but I think they could put Dave East on that joint.
Look,
do you know why? Because all he has to do is come up with one pop, not pop, but one banger that's in the clubs or that the young people like. Just one thing, just one. And they'll put that on there.
Look, there's stages to this. There's stages to this. I feel like, you have the song in the background that's playing while the playoffs is showing, NBA playoffs, and then they do this little thing, and then they got Kendrick or J. Cole or whatever the case is playing in the background type thing. Or you have the artist that's playing on the stage for real on an all-star break or halftime. Mm-hmm. So now you will have your Kendricks and J. Coles to be on that stage. You would have like a DJ Khaled on that stage. You would have a Fat Joe on that stage. But look, do you hear the similarity? I can't even say it. The statue of people that's there.
The only reason you're saying that is because Fat Joe's been out for 20 years. I'm speaking of, so who says Dave is not going to be here 20 years from now? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, no, if we rewind to 97, we're not talking about Fat Joe in nothing. Because he was new. Nobody knew him. Same way Dave East. Nobody knew Kendrick. Kendrick been doing shit for years, not mainstream. J. Cole been doing shit, not mainstream. What I'm saying is that once you hit that mainstream status, if he does that, I can see him over there. And I think he will.
This is my point, and this is why I say he won't. And this is why I say he won't. It's not his music, bro. It's not his music at all. It's not that. He could come out with goddamn Taylor Swift on a feature for all I care. Mm-hmm. If it's not Taylor Swift's song, he would not be out there. And why I say that is because his image. He has tattoos in his face. He has tattoos around his neck. He has tattoos. Now, there's athletes that have that. Of course, yeah. Yeah, I know you about to say that. Yeah, of course. It's athletes. Of course, that's their... Nowadays, it's like their uniform. You gotta have sleeves and shit. And I mean, look at JR. Got Supreme on his joint on the side. Now they had to stop that shit. They say, look, we gonna fine you with that shit, bro. We not getting paid by Supreme, so you gonna have to cover that. So with that, it's like I'm not saying the tattoos per se for the athletes because the athletes is what makes the money, right? The performance-wise is a image thing. It's an image thing. But that makes sense.
What you gotta realize is you gotta realize the demographic who watches the NBA, as I told you, is different than the NFL and baseball and all that. The people who watch the NBA are those same people. So they cater to who gives them the money, that crowd. And also you gotta remember who's now in behind the scenes in the NBA is the same dudes that started. I'm talking about the Jalen Roses of the world. All them dudes you about to give, they about to make GM of James Jones possibly. That's what I'm saying. So you get in a different demographic, and this is not David Stern NBA. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Right. So where I think that he could do it, I think he could. Right now, no, I don't think he's popular enough. I don't think he has that. I don't think he has that to go out there for himself, by his stuff. Right. I do agree. I do think if he got somebody, they had Kid Cudi over there. A lot of people that we know Cudi.
Come on, bro. Cudi is commercial, bro. Cudi is with Kanye. Okay.
No, I agree with that. I'm talking about he started somewhere though when he wasn't commercial like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. We got to think back to when they started, and that's where Dave is right now.
And not
he's
and,
going to evolve,
right? And
so
he is going to evolve. Yeah, he is going to evolve. I love, first and foremost, let me put it out there, because I don't want people to think that I'm not a Dave East fan.
Oh, I know you are. We know.
I'm a huge Dave East fan. From Harlem, I mean, he's under Mass Appeal, which is under Nas' label. Like, Nas seen something in him. That's my favorite rapper. Like, it's a big connection with me and a fan, being a fan of Dave East, okay? It's not that. And I know he has the potential of being something bigger than what he is now. Just this collaboration with Styles P gives him, he already has street credibility. This gives him even more of a stamp with him and Styles P together like this, okay? But one thing about Dave East is not only his image, but his personality too. He's not chasing hits. That's why I don't see him in no NBA stage. I don't see him in an all-star break.
Well, are you talking about him not being on there, period? Are you talking, because they let Kobe Bryant rap, and Kobe Bryant was a damn rookie. Tell me that. So that's what I'm talking about. He was a rookie that nobody knew was gonna be. We ain't talking about Kobe. We talking about Kobe Bryant, not Mamba. We talking about Kobe,
bruh.
And they allowed him to. No. I'm saying that, it was just a joke, seriously. But in reality, are you talking about Dave East, meaning he's the headliner doing it himself, or are you talking about on there, period? Because I can agree with you and say that maybe he wouldn't do that if he's the headliner, meaning come here to see David East featuring so-and-so. But tell me he wouldn't be on stage with Styles P. Tell me Styles P wouldn't be able to do an all-star game. You know what I'm saying?
This is my
Styles
thing.
P, you know a lot. I can't see he would not be up. Now, if he turns it down, that's one thing.
This is my thing. This is my thing. I put Styles P right with Dave East. The only way Styles P will be on that all-star stage is if he was featured with somebody else. This is what I'm referring back to the Taylor Swift argument. Taylor Swift could be up there. The Kendrick Lamar's, because of the fact that Kendrick Lamar is a clean-faced brother, cornrows. He's the image that, okay, he's borderline. J. Cole, bet, borderline. Light skin, dreads, no tattoos, borderline. DJ Khaled, he's loud, but he's funny. He's a clown. Oh, yeah, okay, borderline. Fat Joe, he's a pioneer. He is street, all that. But Fat Joe is a teddy bear when you look at this nigga, bro. He's teddy bear-like. Bet. We put him up there featuring one of the hardest female rappers in the game, and Remy Ma. Remy Ma would have been up there if it wasn't for Fat Joe being up there. Remy Ma would, if she had her own, maybe because she's a woman, not being sexualist at all, just saying women have the pretty much, I'm not saying y'all have the leeway. I'm not saying that, but it's a little bit more pleasant in the eyes to watch versus a rapper. I might have to take my words back a little bit because they did let Lil Wayne in, but Lil Wayne, they couldn't let that in. They had to let that in because of the fact that he's too flammable right at that time. That time he was burning up for years.
I'm gonna be real with you.
But wait. Let me finish my convo, and then we go, and then I'll let you finish yours. We got to go into a commercial break. But what I'm saying is the fact that he's still still too much into the street side of the doorway versus the in-house, the commercial, the pop, that he's only going to get on that all-star stage if he's a feature. And that's so they gonna be like, all right, so your verse is how long? Okay, nigga, like, all right, a minute? All right, it better be a minute because I gotta get your ass off the goddamn stage.
This what was
just saying.
What I'm saying. On the business side, your image, that shit don't matter no more. Especially because the NBA is where it's at now. If it was David Stearns, when they went you suited up, Iverson could be Iverson. See, Iverson helped this to happen because he broke the mold. know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that if you're popular, doesn't matter. Green matters. Doesn't matter what your image is. If you are, that's why Lil Wayne could do what the fuck he want, because he's popular. He's popular in the little suburbs, in the hood, everywhere. He's popular. If Dave East has that popularity, that's all that matters. Are you filling in my door? When I say Dave East is on stage, am I gonna have 30 people be like, I don't know what the fuck you want, and I'm going over here till Lil Wayne come back? That's the difference, which has nothing to do with how you look. It has something to do with your popularity. So if his popularity